I asked Julie a little bit ago about just the mindset of the team right now after that tough loss on Friday. And, yeah, it was a miserable night, but you guys fought to the very end. Are you guys, from a standpoint, as positive as you possibly can be going into this matchup?
Yeah, we got to use that game as motivation. That game came down to little things and staying disciplined. I thought we were a lot more disciplined last week than we were the week before against Tech by far. We had a hard count most of the game, so we had to know, like, hey, we can't jump off sides and jump false start. Like, it's just not acceptable. But yeah, we've got to use that as motivation. We got to as defensive players, we got to keep getting the ball to our offense, and as offensive players, we got to get the ball in the end zone.
Well, the other thing, got off to a slow start, and they scored on those first couple of possessions, and it really put you guys behind the 8 ball. And though you did make an effort there at the end, how difficult was that to fall behind that early?
When that happens to a team early, the defense is kind of like, we really got to cut out for us at this point. So we had a little huddle right before we went out on that third possession. After they both scored those touchdowns, and we said, hey, it's up to us. If we stop them, we give ourselves a chance. If we keep them on their side of the field, we give ourselves a chance to just read our keys, and we'll be all right. And I thought we did that pretty well for the most part.
Did the weather play a factor in all of that? I mean, there were a lot of fumbles and a lot of balls that just flew everywhere, and then, of course, there were the penalties. Was it hard to concentrate?
At first, no, but as the time got on, the pressure built up. I think it got to some of our more inexperienced guys more than our experienced, because we've been in that situation. A couple of years ago, we had that 3.5-hour halftime against New Pal. So the experienced guys, we kind of knew what was going on, but the inexperienced guys, they were worried about the ball more so than about their assignment.
Before I talk about Marion, the offense is sometimes putting the defense in a kind of precarious situation, and you're playing both sides of the football, so you kind of know. How important is it this week to really be more consistent offensively, to be able to, when you guys get in the red zone, to put that thing in the end zone?
Yeah, like I was saying earlier, when the offense puts points on the board, the defense doesn't get tired. Yeah. But if our offense is scoring, their defense gets tired. So it's a win-win. But like I said, we got the ball to our offense quite a bit, and we didn't capitalize. And I say we because I'm on both sides. Yeah. But from an offensive standpoint, we've got to pick up the pace, and we can't make a good play, shoot ourselves in the foot. Make a good play, shoot ourselves in the foot, shoot ourselves in the foot. We can't have that anymore. But we need to take care of the football. We need to do our jobs, read our keys, and we'll be all right.
Yeah, it does seem like sometimes you take a step forward, 2 steps back, and that can be pretty frustrating.
Yeah, when you make a real good play all the way down the field and then it's called back on a block in the back or unnecessary roughness, it's just, what's the point at that point? Like, you made the good play, let it go.
Yeah, exactly. Marion is an interesting program just from a standpoint that you go back 5 years and they were horrible. Mm-hmm. They get the move-ins of the new coach and such, and now they kind of believe in what they're doing. They're ranked number 9 now as you guys go in there and play. Talk about the opportunity to play them on Friday.
Like you said, when we played them 5 years ago, I remember watching from the stands. We beat them 49-7. But now, like you said, they're in the top 10 and they're 4-0. As far as the opportunity goes, like, this is a do-or-die situation. If we contend with this team, even if we lose and we contend with them, that's making a statement to everyone else on our schedule, like, we're not going to go down without a fight regardless of what happens. Because if you look at the scores, it looks like we just go down and lay down. If you look at Lawrence North, we fought to the end, but the score doesn't show it. The score is a little bit better about it with Muncie Central, but hopefully our fighting will prevail and we'll come out on top.
And it's nothing new for you guys to see these type of athletes too. So that can't. I guess it could be a factor, yes, but you've seen it before.
Yeah, the whole NCC, everybody's athletic. We've got bigger schools in the NCC, so this is nothing new. From the past few years, when we picked up McCutcheon and we picked up Harrison, they prepared us for teams like Marion because they're bigger and they're faster, but they're made the same. If that makes sense.